Jamal Bowman says, I am responsible for activating a fire alarm. I will be paying the fine issued. Yeah, okay. Is it his first offense? Because I think that's fair. I do.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Is it his first offense?
I don't know, Tim. Soft on crime. I don't know about that.
Let's face it. What he did is literally an offense against democracy.
It actually is.
Yeah.
He was trying to stall the vote.
He was trying to prevent a vote from taking
Subverting
place in
democracy.
Congress.
Yeah.
And it's been treated like a misdemeanor false alarm.
You'd think he was just trespassing in the Capitol.
That would be...
I remember I would, after January 6th, I would send people pictures of like what happened with Kavanaugh with people inside.
And people would be like, oh, that didn't happen.
No, I'd say like, yes, like when this happened, they're like, yes, look how awful that is. I'm like, yes, look how awful that is.
Yeah. You remember when Amy Schumer like occupied the Supreme Court and got arrested? Remember when Jane Fonda every Friday decided to get arrested outside the Capitol for climate change? And she would fly her jet in from LA so she could sit on the steps of Congress and get arrested. What a fool these people are. But they don't care about the contradictions. Nope. I mean, that's the thing about Democrats is they just don't seem to be either aware of the contradictions or they just don't care.
They're aware. No, I used to fall into that camp. Like if you look at I always reference the Instagram account Defiant L's, which always posts the people who contradict themselves, oftentimes just like a day later. Mm-hmm. I used to be like, look, maybe these people are just dumb. They're not dumb. They're evil.
Right.
They do not care because look, what they said first reached a certain amount of people. When they post that second thing that contradicts what they said completely, that reaches a whole nother demographic of people. Maybe 20% of those people see the contradiction, but they're so ideologically captured anyways, it doesn't matter. Maybe you change, maybe 5% of those people see it and say, wow, I don't know if I fall in line with that. That seems like a contradiction, but they don't care.
Yeah, they're not worried about it. It's like, what is it? It's like hierarchy, not hypocrisy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, if you're
a hierarchy,
not hypocrisy.
What does that mean?
It means that the people who are committing these hypocrisies, they are sort of blatantly doing it to show you that they're above it, that it doesn't matter that
truth
they're being
malleable.
hypocritical, that truth is
malleable,
that reality is as they see it, not how you see it.
And power is
and
all
that
that
there
matters.
doesn't need to, I mean, and it's like there doesn't need to be a value system if you just, it's just this constant shifting ideological sand, and it doesn't matter where you stand. You can't build anything on it. So they just come up with, what's that?
So the goalposts are moving anyways.
Yeah, the goalposts are moving anyways. So it's like, oh, I scored. Well, the goalposts are over there. Not anymore.
And
they're here.
I've even heard more insane rationalizations that say, look, if they were to make those contradictions in their personal life with friends and family, that would be bad. But in the service of political agenda, it's okay.
Because it's in service to maintaining power.
Exactly.
And the only thing that matters is maintaining power.
Yes. And if that's not the definition of evil, I don't know what that's evil.
Well, there's a lot of things that I think we could define as evil, but for sure that's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the evil of the crowds who get together and commit mass violence just because they think it's fun or just because they're spurred on. I remember when I was a kid and there would be always there were always these stories about people being trampled in India, and it would be like, or in Saudi Arabia or like at Mecca or something, and it would always be just like, somebody sneezed and the crowd went wild and 200 people got trampled to death. Well, I always wondered, how does this happen? How do you all just start bugging out like that?